Welcome back to Nerd Alert. I am wearing another of Gold Bubble Clothing's items. This is the poncho, the short
poncho tank.
The poncho tank.
Style.
And this is by Camilla DeRico. You feature a couple artists on your site, including what you're wearing, guys. It's not distracting at all that you are wearing
a lovely poncho tank by Alphonse Mucha, the godfather of Art Nouveau. And
I think I'm rocking it.
Yes, I think you are. This is a print by Camilla DeRico, who's a Canadian artist, a pop surrealist.
What I want to talk about is the casting of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in the upcoming Batman and Superman flick starring Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. She's faced a lot of criticism for the role, mainly that she's too thin and she's too small to play an Amazonian. And I want to know what you guys think of that as cosplayers.
It has nothing to do with and obviously the body shaming is not okay. It never is. Whether you're a larger person, smaller person, it doesn't matter. And there is no true real woman figure. Everyone always seems to think that a real woman has to have curves. Real women are different sizes. They have curves. They don't have curves. Boobs, no boobs. So her particular body has nothing. Should not be shamed, because obviously a lot of people are doing that. It's automatically oh, well, she's too skinny and she has no boobs and everything. It's no, she's a beautiful, gorgeous woman. Should she be Wonder Woman? I don't think so, because Wonder Woman is not described, drawn, generally portrayed that way in all other media. For me, it's more, society so much wants women to be thin. Women have enough body issues with needing to be stick thin, and this girl happens to be a very slight built woman, and I saw that, and I had no boobs. I'm an A cup, so of course I'm hey, awesome, another flat-chested woman, But for me, it was more oh, I don't like that Wonder Woman, this woman who is a bigger woman, has been Hollywoodized into a stick-thin woman.
Do you feel it's necessary for her to match the body shape, though?
I think it would be more encouraging for women who are bigger sizes. That's what it comes down to for me, because so many characters, so many women, it's Hollywood. Women are slimmer, and I would just be more supportive if they actually had cast someone who had these gorgeous, broad shoulders.
What do you guys think? Do you think her build is necessary to the character itself?
Well, she said in an interview that she represents the Wonder Woman for the new world, for the modern era. But even that feels a little dated. This whole waif model, real thin thing really seems 10, 15, 20 years ago, especially with the popularity of your Christina Hendricks and your Jennifer Lawrence. These types of actresses are really a mainstay in Hollywood these days, and I think that's a good thing. I don't really feel as though this is what your modern Wonder Woman would look like.
Well, in my opinion, it comes more down to her acting. I think, it's easier to judge her based purely on her looks right now. It's just like judging a superhero movie based on the costume design. I think once she embodies that role, if she can really bring it to life, that'll mean more to me than, whether her biceps are 10 inches.
I actually think I agree with you, because I've noticed a lot in the criticism of her. It's mainly her body that's on the line, and not so much her acting ability, or if she's able to carry the strength and grace, the inner strength and grace that Wonder Woman possesses. I mean, a lot of people had a problem with Ben Affleck when he was cast as Batman. People saying, "Oh, he's still in." Well,
yeah,
they still do.
Upset.
They're still mad.
Not into it.
And it's well, he was awful in this movie and that movie, and he's not Bruce Wayne. He can't talk like Bruce Wayne. He can't be. And they're judging his acting rather than his body type.
I'm judging his body. So.
Okay, well, I'm saying, and a lot of the criticism, it's not, clean cut one way or the other. A lot of the criticism comes down to his acting as opposed to what he's shaped like, or what his body is. And I get that in comic books, there are very unrealistic body types for men and women, and no one can really meet exactly the shape. Even Chris Evans, I mean, he comes close. But I did bring a clip of Gal Gadot acting in Fast and Furious, so maybe we can judge that.
We're looking for information.
You're looking for information? About what?
Information about cars. In particular, two you designed recently. My friend here can give you heights of pain you've never experienced before. Do we have a deal?
Oh, deal.
So that was just a short clip showing, ironically, Gal Gadot next to Gina Carano, who many people had wanted for the role of Wonder Woman.
So, based on that clip, you'd rather us not criticize the way that Gal Gadot looks, but instead criticize her acting ability.
Yeah, well, she hasn't been given a meaty enough role, I think, as Wonder Woman. I mean, this is a challenging role, and let's be honest, Fast and Furious movies aren't well known for their scripts or character development.
In that, she reminded me a little bit of Famke Janssen, who obviously went on to be Jean Grey in the X-Men movies.
A lot of people don't like her, though, I thought.
I didn't really care for her as Jean Grey, though, so I don't know what to make of that, to be honest.
That's not a point in her favor.
No, I didn't say it was. I mean, you're working with a character that in many representations is kind of like, you know, a hero out of her place and time and culture. And, you know, is casting someone from Israel like the way to do that for an American audience?
I kind of like her accent, to be honest, because we've seen Wonder Woman depicted in many ways, not just the classic Diana Prince, but I've seen her depicted as a Hispanic woman before. And many people whisper about Gina Torres as Wonder Woman, who I think would be a great choice. She voiced Superwoman in Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, an animated movie, and I think she did a superlative job in that. Like, I really liked it, but I don't know if she would be the right choice. If you had to pick, who would play that role?
A girl that has more stature to her, you know, more broad shoulders,
We've also
more
seen
meat.
Adrian Palicki in the role.
For a hot second.
For a little bit in that canceled pilot. Maybe someone more like Linda Carter, would you say?
Linda Carter, excellent choice.
Like
I
Linda
think she could be
Carter.
good at that.
She still looks
Like,
amazing.
she does.
though.
She looks great.
I would be totally fine if she just came back around and she was older than everyone else. I think it would be awesome if just randomly Wonder Woman was older than Batman and Superman.
Well, it seems like we don't have a clear answer. So is this kind of the question that it's kind of set up to fail, whoever is put in the position?
Oh,
because we
automatically.
hold this role in such high esteem and up on maybe on a pedestal. Is no one perfect for the role?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It just happens to be Gal Gadot for this particular movie in this particular time. It could just be insert name here. It literally does not matter who it is. Everyone on the internet is going to bitch about it because it is a role that, you know, after Linda Carter, it has been so hard to get back onto the big or the small screen. And as each year and decade goes by without that happening, just the fans get more intense and more ornery about who they want to finally take that mantle, you know, take that tiara and put it on. So it doesn't, hands down, does not matter who it is, they're all gonna get burned until you see them on a screen and they either, you know, just surprise you or they disappoint you like you expected them to disappoint you.
I think you've encapsulated it perfectly because there's been so much anticipation for this, and it seems like every adaptation we have of Wonder Woman isn't quite right. She's not been presented to us in a movie or on the screen in a way that people go, yes, that is it. And of course, we have the letdown after Joss Whedon's failed attempt to bring her to the big screen. What do you think? What are you looking for in Wonder Woman? Who could be Wonder Woman, or is it actually an impossible standard to meet? I think it's a really interesting conversation. Please let us know below in the comments what you think, and please be sure to subscribe.